All right, everybody, I'm just going to show you how to draw a supply and demand curve before our next activity. I want to make sure that you know how to do this. This will be very short and sweet. I'll just do one with you here because you've ran through a lot of scenarios already. And so the first thing you got to do is just every time you get a supply and demand scenario, you're going to draw your supply and demand curve. And you draw this, which will be your price, and this is your quantity. Sometimes these things are hard to draw with here. Draw a little $sign here. That's your price. And I'm going to put Q here for quantity. Okay. Now, what I do first is I draw my supply curve. And your supply curve goes to the sky, right? Supply to the sky, and then demand to the dirt. And what I like to do here is I don't want to do that one. I like to label my curves. So I'm just going to put a S here and a D here for supply and demand. And now the scenario, and of course right here is you can go ahead and draw this. This is your PE, your price equilibrium, and this is your QE. And of course the middle there would be equilibrium or market equilibrium. So you can put, I didn't really give myself enough room here to put P and an E, a little E, I'll do that, PE. And then this is your QE, or your quantity equilibrium. It's really hard to draw this thing. Okay, so let's look at the scenario now, and that is with hot sauce. We all like hot sauce here in the South, the Texas Pete hot sauce. So, but the scenario is that the new study comes out, proclaims that that hot sauce can cause baldness. Hot sauce can cause baldness. So is this going to cause a supply shift or a demand shift? And of course you're going to see, and you can pause it here to see if you can guess this right, but this is definitely a demand shift to the left. People are going to demand less. Remember, less is left. And this is your new, I'll say, demand D1. This is your D1 line. And you have a new intersection here. This is going to be your P1 price, the new price, and a new quantity as well. This will be Q. I'm drawing with a mouse here, folks. I'm sorry. Q1. And this is your new price here in the middle. So what happens is demand curves shift to the left. The shifter there was taste and preference, because you're not going to want to buy hot sauce if it's causing baldness. It will decrease the demand. You'll see the price go down and the quantity go down. And you can do that. I mean, this is what I do every single time with a supply demand scenario. There's my 2. I draw my price, quantity. I'll do one more with you. You like ramen noodles, right? The market is ramen noodles. I always draw everything I just did. This helps you so much. You get to really visualize. There's your equilibrium or your market clearing price. Money over here. I told you I was going to do one with you. I'll do 2. Did you like my drawing so good? Oh man, it's getting worse as we go. Ramen noodles. The country, here's the scenario. The country is in the midst of a depression. The country is in the midst of a depression. So is that going to change supply or demand? Or is it going to change both? So if you're talking about ramen noodles, you're going to have this is a demand thing, right? If we're going through a depression, ramen noodles are cheap. So you're going to see the demand go up. And there is your new price. And you can do all those things like the Q1. Oh, I forgot to, yeah. You can do the new price, which will be higher and the quantity will be more. So ramen noodles are cheap. When there's a depression on, people will go back to those. If we go back to demand, remember the substitutes when there are normal goods and there are inferior goods and luxury goods. We're not buying luxury goods during the depression. We're probably going to buy inferior goods. So hopefully that helps you on the supply and demand curve, drawing those. It really helps to see. I would do it every single time, and you'll have an activity with these coming up next.